What's up, gang? Welcome. Alright. Hey guys, welcome back to Jordan, Jules, and Just Read It. I've been Jules this week.
You've been Jules?
Yeah, this week.
We just got here.
I was Jordan last week.
Okay, alright. Welcome back to episode Undetermined, because we can't
We were just
remember.
discussing that.
Maybe 17?
Because we were counting down to 20. We got
For
we
a
got
big
surprise.
secret surprise for the season 1 finale, which we cannot say on video, so...
I tried. Oh, I lost my cat. I tried last week, but Jordan yelled at me.
Be there, be square. Anywho. Jules, what category are we doing today?
We are reading from Am I the Devil? Satan. We don't affiliate with Satan or Satanists. Satan or Satanists.
Say something about Satan.
Oh.
Yes, we have plentiful good stories for you guys, so please strap in, get some popcorn, like and subscribe right now, and comment your guess of what the stories are going to be.
Dumb comment, but...
Hey, engagement bait.
No, I know.
But we love you guys, so
Okay.
we're not
Yeah,
trying
we
to bait
do.
you.
Yeah. We just want you to join the community, join the family.
Yes. But in here, Jules, please, go ahead and start reading.
Okay. Why are you doing that?
I'm just leaning forward.
Okay. I, 33, get a call from the ER on Friday saying that my wife, 32, drove herself there because of searing pelvic pain. I'm on a business trip until Saturday, but I drive back in time to be there Saturday morning before she woke up. A while after she wakes up, the doctor comes in. My wife says to stay with her, so I was like, okay. He takes a deep breath and said that from the transvaginal ultrasound and CT scan results, she has ovarian cancer. My wife starts sobbing, but at first I stay still because I don't even know what to make of it. My wife asks, but what that means for her, and he says she's likely she's gonna at least need a full hysterectomy, and they'd have to remove the fallopian tubes as well as the ovaries. That news jolted me from my chair, because the doctor was effectively telling me that she wouldn't be able to have kids after this, and after years of work, I thought we'd finally have a family. I'm overwhelmed with emotions of anger, not just anger at the disease, but pent-up anger from the fact that I had begged her to have kids since we were 26, but she refused from her career. And now, instead of becoming a real family, I didn't even know if she would remain the woman I married. Whether the last picture of us together would be the last time I remember her looking beautiful, young, and carefree. Because the wife that was in front of me was already a different person. My wife started to grab my hand and say, "We'll fight this and we'll adopt." But I shook my head and turned to walk out the door. I still had my suitcase in the car, so I drove to a hotel because I didn't know if my wife was going to end up being discharged or what. At the hotel, I was at least able to get out of reactive mode, but I was still so disappointed that our dream of a family was over. I finally was able to get a grasp on all my emotions and feel more like my normal self, in that I knew exactly what I felt about every aspect and how I would react to it from here on out. I get a call from my mother-in-law saying that if I was at a hotel or wherever else, I should just stay there. Am I the a-hole for walking out? I admit it. It was done on impulse, but this diagnosis just sliced my life and my wife's life wide open. I wasn't going to expel the cancer if I'd stayed that night, but I did at least make myself aware of the situation, and I feel I have a right to be angry that my hope of biological kids, the only kind I ever wanted, is rapidly fading away. Yo, this guy can't be serious. Is he for real? Are there people this selfish out there? That's concerning.
Oh my gosh.
I think we can guess the verdict on this one.
Let me say, I think it's the wife.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's messed up.
Like, look, I'm not saying that those aren't emotions that you can't process later.
Yeah.
But this is a very inappropriate time to process those emotions, or even think about that when someone's life, let alone your wife's life, is at stake.
Yeah. No, because that's what I was just thinking. I'm like, it's okay to have these emotions.
Right.
just not right at the diagnosis in the hospital right when your wife got this news, and it's your wife.
And maybe don't leave. Like, he bounced.
Hotel. Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with you?
How old were they? Because I know that he said he was
33 and 32.
So he's been asking for kids for about 8 years.
Yeah. It said 26.
Yeah, that's messed up.
But that just shows, like, the complete lack of respect that he has for her and just care. Because you don't just leave your partner after they hear something like that.
After they get delivered news like that. Yeah, no, that's horrible.
Like, that's
he didn't even try to comfort her.
No, like, not at all.
Because in her eyes, his first reaction was just like, what? No kids? I'm out of here. And then he left and went to a hotel because the suitcase was still in the car. I
can't believe because he even said, he was like, I don't know if she got discharged or what. He didn't give a flying frick about what happened to her.
Yeah. All right.
That actually makes me so angry.
OP 405.
Yo, I hope she beats this cancer and divorces your ass, and then still has kids without you, and I hope you die alone.
Well, she'll have to adopt kids.
Oh, they did say they had to take out her fallopian.
They got to take out
everything. I'm so sorry. Well, I hope the adoption process goes well.
Yeah. Somebody close to me had ovarian cancer, so not close enough that I was there step by step, but
right.
like I've been able to witness this process happen.
That's
and
a
it's
shame.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. So my heart goes out to the wife in a caring way.
Okay.
Strap in, everybody. This is an intense one. I can feel the heat radiating off of my computer screen. Alright, dude, they put a too long didn't read at the front.
That's why I had it.
But, like, it's still too long. Anywho, too long didn't read. Cheated on my 2 exams.
No, wait, don't say it. Just read it. Because then they're not going to want to read the story.
I'm reading what's on the page.
Oh my god.
Too long didn't read. Cheated on 2 exams during my last semester at university by obtaining a professor's login information and seeing the exams before they were given. Professor gave me an F in the course, but passed the information along to higher-ups, who subsequently expelled me. I'll be appealing my case. I have a few more days to send in an appeal letter. After I send in my appeal, I am entitled, parenthesis, based on the code of conduct, end parenthesis, to a hearing in front of the dean. I have contacted an attorney who is looking at everything. I want to know what's the best course of actions is to make my chances as strong as possible in getting my sanctions lessened. Location is the United States of America. So, this reminds me of Jules.
What?
When you cheated on all the air exams.
I did no such thing.
Jules did no such thing. I'm just yanking her chain, causing drama and beef for the podcast.
Oh, damn, you're in trouble.
The course I cheated in was not a major course. I completed all my major courses by merit, and this is my first cheating offense. I have never been accused of misconduct or wrongdoing in my 4 years at this university. First and foremost, I've reached out to an attorney who has recommended me a few things, but I wanted to come here as well for any and all advice. Throwaway account for obvious reasons. Backstory. Sometime in February, I planted a camera. Oh my god! Planted a camera behind a keyboard in the classroom where my professor lectured. Once she typed in her login information, I was able to view the video and obtain her login information to use for my own personal benefit. On dozens of occasions, I've logged on using the professor's login information on school computers and labs that have cameras. I viewed exams, passed labs, and even changed my own grade in the course. The first exam around late March, I had seen the answer key prior to taking the exam and naturally got 100% on the exam. No suspicion was raised by my professor. I continued to view answer keys prior to the next exam, which was taken in late April. My exams were very identical to the answer key. I had noticed that the professor changed her password after the second exam when I went to log in again. So I put the camera back in the same place as the first time. Oh my god. However, this time, at some point during the video, it shows her looking directly at the camera, implying that she indeed did see it. In the beginning of May, about a week after the second exam, my professor came up to me after class and asked me to come with her to the department chair's office. When I sat down, the department chair told me there was a strong suspicion of me cheating on exams 1 and 2, and asked if there was anything I wanted to tell them. I said, in quotes, I admit I cheated on them, end quote. That is all I said. I did not admit to how I cheated. Afterwards, he asked me how I cheated, to which I did not respond. They had me sign a form essentially stating that I admitted to cheating and that they were going to pass along information to the Academic Affairs Committee for further investigation and potentially further sanction on top of an F in the course. About a week later, a police officer from the university came to my apartment and asked me to come with him. He drove down to the campus police station where I was questioned about illegal computer usage. An hour later at the Academic Affairs office, I was informed verbally that I was going to be expelled from the university, and a day later I received a letter reiterating the fact that I had been expelled. The letter says that I will not get a degree, I cannot participate in graduation, and I cannot be readmitted to the university now or in the future. I reached out to an attorney yesterday and will be meeting with him tomorrow. The steps I'm taking for this. The university allows students to appeal the decision within 5 days of receiving the letter, which I am doing. Essentially, the appeal that I have written states that I admitted my actions were egregious and that I felt so much pressure to pass the course and felt awful when I cheated even before I got caught. I said that I wanted to fess up, but I didn't know how. Why do you keep looking at me? Keep looking at me and making me feel like I messed up reading or something.
That's the first time I looked at you.
You look at me multiple times.
Oh my god.
And that when I was confronted, I did not try to justify my actions, hide them, or lie. I came clean completely, and the burden was finally off. In my appeal, I respectfully asking for my sanctions to be lessened, to be at most a suspension from the university, so I can still graduate, albeit not on time. I have not yet sent the letter, as I still have a few more days to submit the appeal, and I'm waiting for my attorney to look at the letter tomorrow and give me advice. The reason I got the attorney was so that I could either A, heavily grovel, an attorney cannot be present during the hearing, and the attorney would just help me before I go in, or B, basically sue the school saying the sanctions are too harsh. I will not be denying my actions. The school has sufficient proof that I use my professor's login credentials for my own benefit. I have to come clean and just hope the school shows mercy. If the appeal does not go well, I will resort to plan B, which is getting the attorney directly involved. Any advice on what I should say during the hearing or anything else I should do?
You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
Yeah, so going into college, cheating, plagiarism, on itself, not even stealing your teacher's login is grounds for expulsion. Yeah. So, like, even if he didn't steal the login, like, just cheating, boom, expelled.
Yeah, done. Bro didn't just cheat, he violated someone's privacy.
Yeah.
Playing the camera's crazy.
The first comment by a deleted user is, as someone who's sat on those panels, who's helped manage course integrity, processions, and technologies, you are effed. Listen to your lawyer, of course, but this is so far beyond the I have a crib sheet or I copied a piece of my friend's coat, quote, type of offense that they are going to relish throwing a book at you. At this point, your best bet is to mitigate the criminal liability and hope they just dismiss you and don't put it on your transcript.
So wait, why? He said that he'd admit to cheating, but not how he cheated. Why? Just like to not further incriminate himself?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because
that's like a whole other offense.
Yeah, they knew he cheated, but they only have probable cause that he got the professor's login and stuff. So, yeah, 4 out of 5. OP. Teacher, 0 out of 5. Just a victim.
Sheesh. Sorry, dude. I wonder if Bull actually got his degree or it got appealed or whatever.
Well, this was 6 years ago.
I'm not seeing an update.
Yeah, I wish that... Oh. Let me do the newest comments. Nope. Okay. Yep.
No, nothing ever came of it. That's crazy. Okay. This is a shorter one, so you're welcome. Am I the a-hole for asking my daughter if her boyfriend actually loves her? I, 34 female, have a daughter, Taryn, 17 female. Taryn is a bigger girl and has struggled with her relationship because of it. She recently started talking about this guy that has asked her out, and they started dating 3 months ago. I'm happy for her, but I worry that this is just another soon-to-be failed relationship. He is pretty muscular, and I just don't see why he would be into her, since guys that work out like that usually choose a slim or fitter girls. She was talking about their upcoming date, and my anxiety took over. I asked her if she was sure he actually loved her, because they're completely different people. Not to mention, realistically, she's not going to be attractive to most men, so I'm wary about this guy. She asked what I meant, and I tried to explain about how all of her relationships had ended, and how she doesn't look like the kind of guy, or he doesn't look like the kind of guy that would be into her. She got mad at me and started yelling about how I was telling her she's not good enough for him, and I tried to explain I don't mean that, but she ignored me. Now she won't talk to me, and I'm still worried. But I also feel bad for what happened. Also feeling bad about what happened. Am I the butthole?
Failing as a parent in multiple ways. Calling your kid fat. Questioning their love. Love goes beyond physical.
Yeah, literally.
It
just shows how shallow this mom is.
Yeah, I just saw an expression of love goes beyond physical looks, but I can't remember the exact words. But yeah, that mom
that's just gonna
up.
Bring out all of her insecurity. That is so messed up.
That's probably why her kid now has insecurity.
No, literally, that's probably why her relationships have not gone well, because of her insecurities planted by her mother. So yes, you are. You don't treat your daughter like that.
What is the top comment saying?
Top comment is, you're the a-hole. Do you actually love your daughter? You decided they're completely different people based on nothing but looks, not knowing anything about who he actually is, and then you have the nerve to suggest to her that she's too big to be loved by a man. Congratulations on setting your teenager up for an eating disorder.
Yep, I agree.
Womp womp, yeah. Hope OP's daughter is okay, and I hope it worked out with that guy and he treats her like the queen she is.
Why'd you...
And I want to emphasize it.
Queen she is.
The queen she is. Everyone all hail the queen!
Yeah, mom, 3 out of 5. That's bad. Not as bad as some of the other stories we've read, like that one guy who ate his hamster.
Don't fucking remind me.
Guinea pig. Hey guys, this is like a halfway check. How are y'all doing? You enjoying the episode so far? Comment down below if you are enjoying the episode right now.
And I know we've asked this before, but comment down below if you like shorter form stories, or the medium ones, or the longer ones. So a bunch of little ones, maybe 4 or 5 medium ones, or maybe 3 long ones.
And comment the word avocado.
If you're still listening.
That way we know you're listening. Anywho, on to the next one. Am I the a-hole for banning my brother from bringing his Indian girlfriend to the wedding? Title sounds very bad and horribly racist, but let me clarify. So my brother, he's 25. This guy must not know how to use Reddit, because he said he's 25. But it should say M25. We're a little bit of a Reddit pros. So my brother, he's 25, has been dating an American-born girl to Indian parents since last year. She's 23. Oh, I should say F23.
Correction.
Her parents do not like their relationship because he's white and probably prefer her to an Indian man. He has been trying to gain their approval, but failing, and from what he said, they continue to shrug him off and actively exclude him if she tries to bring him to her family events. This has annoyed me because my brother is one of the nicest people I know. In the meantime, I proposed to my girlfriend and we're sending out invites to everyone. I came to the difficult decision that since my girlfriend's family will not accept him, we will not accept her. I talked it over with my girlfriend and told her strongly how I feel about this, and she agreed. I didn't want to spring this up on her, so I asked his girlfriend if we could meet up and sat down with her and explain that in good conscience. I could not invite her to our wedding if her family cannot accept my brother, and I essentially boiled it down to, if they don't want my brother, we don't want you. Oh my god. I told her she will be banned from all of our future family events until something changes with her parents in regards to my brother. She got upset about it, and then this caused a huge divide in my family. My brother obviously is against it, but I wanted to do it out of support for him. Other relatives agreed that this was the right thing to do, but I've been seeking judgment from outside my family to gain clear perspective if I was being an a-hole in making the decision. Edit. I just want to clarify to all the posters that I am not doing this to punish her or her family. She still hangs around her family a lot, and given that her family is disrespectful to my brother, I feel that makes her toxic, and I do not want toxic people at my wedding. If she disowns our family, then she can come. First comment, you're the a-hole. Oh dear God, why are you being so cruel? She chose your brother despite her parents' best wishes, and age is still choosing him. Why are you punishing her and your brother for the actions of her parents?
Talk about collateral damage.
Yes. So, like, it's the... Okay. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and then I'm going to clarify. It's the right idea, but the wrong execution.
No, I understand what you're saying.
So, like, yes, trying to help get your brother accepted by her family, but not by banning her from your wedding and any future
this is
events.
Just,
you know
like,
what I mean?
Fueling the fire.
Yeah.
Literally with her
like
family.
That's just making it worse.
Yeah. The family's going to hear this and hate the brother even more.
Yes. So, God. That's 4 out of 5. That's
she's
not
done
two
nothing.
families right there.
Like, she's done nothing. That's not fair. It's literally, it's just like, I don't know what he thinks he's going to get out of it. Like, the family's going to be like, oh, shoot, like...
Yeah. And he's right. It's not a racist thing, but, like, still, like, that's
He rage bait that title, for sure.
Yeah. He didn't have to put Indian. He could have just said...
That's what I said. He just wanted, he wants advice, but, like...
Alright, well, we're not going to give him any more attention than he needs. Jules, please, the next story for our beautiful, gorgeous, handsome listeners who are listening out there.
Am I the butthole for just leaving my girlfriend's place when she's on her period? Good start.
Yes.
Title sounds bad, but there's a lot more to the story. Me and my girlfriend are both 21 in uni. I live at home, so she doesn't really come here as my mother is kind of conservative and is against her sleeping over. I mostly go to her place, and we have aggressive hugging, play video games, chill, smoke weed, just hang out and have fun. My girlfriend has this habit of inviting me over and then telling me that she's on her period whenever we try to have aggressive hugging. I'm okay having aggressive hugging on one's period, but she isn't. She finds it gross. I asked her numerous times to tell me before I come over, just so my expectations are accurate. She doesn't, or she'll tell me that she isn't yet, and when I arrive, inform me that she has just got it. In parentheses, which I think is a lie, to be honest, but what do I know about periods, really? Anyways, I told my brother this, and he said that she only does it because I let her get away with it. I asked what he wanted me to do about it since I'm already there and our relationship isn't just about aggressive hugging. He suggested that I leave a few times and she'll eventually figure it's best to just be honest with me. I recently took his advice, much to the chagrin? Is that a word? Chagrin of my girlfriend, and she ended up posting about it on social media. I'm now being lambasted by girls everywhere, calling me a misogynist pig and other less happy language.
Chagrin is distress or embarrassment, so much to the embarrassment of my girlfriend.
Oh, okay. The post has gone semi-viral in my hometown, and I'm wondering, am I the butthole? Well, thanks, guys. I guess this is an update, or an edit. Well, thanks, guys. It looks like I'm the a-hole since I'm supposedly acting entitled to aggressive hugging. Ignoring the fact that she's entitled to my attention, in parentheses, as anyone could figure out from this post. This, barrage has made me realize that this relationship isn't going anywhere. See, my girlfriend is a lot like the users of Am I the Butthole? Too wrapped up in gender stuff to ever see where I'm coming from. So I've decided to dump her since convincing you guys of anything is like pulling teeth, and she's just gonna be the same. So well done. You freed a girl from another patriarchal,
male member head.
Congratulations. She's crying as we speak, but that's what you wanted, so good day. This bull's out of touch. He's out of touch.
Oh my god. The jump is crazy.
No, seriously.
So, like, okay. I got a few things to say about this. One, I understand where he's coming from, but then he completely contradicted himself when he said that our relationship isn't just about
literally
the sideways shuffle. So, like, if it was like, if she was like your one night stand, like that's all, you guys are friends with benefits. Like, I'd understand that.
Right, because that expectations lie in that.
But with a relationship,
it shouldn't matter.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, lovey, dovey. Like that.
It happens when I mean, I'm not in a relationship, so I can't speak. But
I am in a relationship. I can speak.
And it I feel that it happens when it happens. And like I said, if it is what he said, it's not all about aggressive hugging. Those expectations, I mean, should be kept at bay anyway. Like, it'll just happen when it happens, and what's the big deal?
Yeah,
Because what if she tells you, like, oh, like, I'm not, like, what, like, he's acting like she's, like, blue-balling him. You know what I'm saying?
But even then, it's not that serious.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
so what would happen if she did tell you that? Would you be less inclined to go over? That's what I'm thinking.
Well, no, if she tells him that she's on her period, he's not going over. That's what he was saying.
No, he didn't say that. He said that my expectations would be accurate. That's what he said. Meaning that I guess, but like, then again, like, it goes back to the point of, like, why does it matter that much then?
This guy is too much. Yeah, sorry for the girl on the breakup, but like, get a new guy.
No, for real. I think he kind of did her a service.
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
A service? Does that make sense? I only heard disservice. Yeah. He did her a service. He did her a favor.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good job, Jules. Way to crank it. Alright. Is this the last one?
This is the last one.
Well, guys. Yeah. We're nearing the end of our journey. Once I read these last beautiful words, we'll be done for this week. Don't cry too much. Anyhow, am I the a-hole for wearing white to my lesbian friend's wedding? Yes. Hey guys, I'm a bit torn up right now as my friend is very upset at me. Yet I feel as though I did nothing wrong. Throw away, as almost all parties use Reddit. Fake names for privacy. A bit of context. I, parenthesis, F27, met my best friend Grace, parenthesis, F25, in high school. We went to college together and shared a dorm with this other girl, Sarah, F25, who Grace suggested. 2 years into college, Grace came to me in private and said she has something to tell me and hoped I wouldn't judge her. She was into women. Oh, me too. And Sarah had been dating for over 3 years. I was a bit shocked considering we tell each other everything, but I fully supported her and her girlfriend. About a year ago, Grace wanted to propose to Sarah, and I helped with everything. It was so cute, and Sarah said yes. Though through the planning, I kept asking Grace who the maid of honor was, and she kept dodging my question. Turns out Sarah didn't want me in the wedding at all. I was crushed as I thought not only was I Grace's best friend, but Sarah's friend too. Grace told me I wouldn't fit Sarah's aesthetics she had planned, and I wasn't allowed in. I asked what she meant, and Grace and Sarah wanted the wedding party to dress more masculine, and I was too feminine to fit in.
Damn.
To make it up to me, Grace said that if I wasn't in the wedding, I would be allowed to dress as fancy as I wanted. I was really sad, but I accepted their wishes. I spent the next while looking for a dress to wear and found an absolutely beautiful dress I loved, and I showed Grace, and she did it too. Only problem, I didn't realize until it was time to order, it only came in white. I had my heart set on the dress, and since the bridal party and both brides would be wearing suits, I didn't see a problem with the color. Day of the wedding, I got weird looks, but it wasn't the problem until Sarah saw me, and she was fuming. Wouldn't talk to me, and kept Grace away from me. Right before the ceremony, some girl in the bridal party dumped a glass of red wine on my back. I was upset and confronted Sarah. I told her what I said above, that they weren't in white dresses. Nowhere did it say not to wear white, and she really had a problem with it, and they could have asked me to leave. There was no reason to be childish and ruin my new expensive dress. She said it common sense, and I was the childish one for wearing white as retaliation for not being in the bridal party. I said that wasn't it. I was hurt. I'd never try to get revenge, Grace told me. I could wear a dress. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm having a brain fart. I said that wasn't it. I was hurt, but I'd never try to get revenge. Grace told me I could dress up nice, like I usually do, and that's what I did. They forgot a punctuation right there. It rolls right into it. Sarah told me she doesn't want to talk to me and told me to leave before she made me. I told her I would go as long as the two girls who dumped the wine would pay to clean the dress. She dismissed me and kicked me out. I went home that night and people were blowing up my phone. Many told me I was a piece of garbage for what I did. Though I had a few friends reach out to me and say they understand and thought it was childish to purposefully stain the dress instead of taking it out like an adult.
I think everyone's the butthole here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Your friend kind of sucks.
I would say I would want more information. I would want to hear Sarah and Grace's side, because I feel like Grace would have had her in the party. Because Grace was the best friend from college.
Yeah.
Sarah was Grace's girlfriend.
Okay.
Sarah was the one that came out first and said, I don't want you in the party.
Yeah.
But if those two are
maybe
best
she was
friends,
jealous of her.
Yeah, so I that's what I would want to know. I come to the conclusion I need more information to give a rating.
But based off of this, I'm gonna say everyone sucks. Because even if it was Sarah that was pushing it, and what's the other one girl's name? Grace? The best friend.
Yes.
Even if the best friend was like, didn't want that and did want her best friend in the wedding, she still sided with her partner, and I get it. Mm-hmm. No, I get that, like, where she's coming from, like, that's her future partner. But at the same time, you've been best friends with this person. You can't just betray your best friend.
Yeah.
And then, by wearing white, like, girl, you know what you were doing.
You type it out.
You know what you were doing. You could have found another dress. Come on.
But everybody, that's all we got.
That's it. That's a wrap.
With our little podcast.
Just kidding. We all hope that
the entire studio. We got John in the corner.
Gary,
Jim,
how's the kid's wife?
We need a girl to diversify the group right there.
Bethany,
we got Bethany.
That's pregnant.
There.
She's pregnant.
Yeah, hitting all the markers. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoy us. I hope you enjoy the little entertainment. If you enjoy this entertainment, comment down below.
Enjoy.
5 plus 37
equals enjoy.
No, just the answer, the solution for 5 plus 37. Comment that down below.
And enjoy.
Joy in a separate comment. Do all of the Jules comments and then do my
comments. The more comments, the better, is what we're trying to get at.
Yeah, speak up, guys. We can't hear you down there. But anyhow, Jules, any final words for the camera?
I've been Jules.
And I want to thank each and every single one of you for watching.
Alright.
Follow us on Instagram,
Twitter.
Watch those.
We don't have a
got
Twitter.
no Twitter. And it's not called Twitter anymore, it's X. But anywho,
Whatever, I'll call it Twitter.
she's been Jules, and I've been Jordan, and this has been Just
Reddit. Bye, guys.
Farewell, base traveler. Goodbye. Never to be seen again. Okay.
I lost my cat again. God damn it.